Hello and welcome to Bernie Holowicki Court, live in Novi for a CHSL heavyweight matchup between the visiting Warriors of Brother Rice and your Catholic Central Shamrocks. Up on the track, I'm Josh Rothert alongside Lucas Straish as we welcome you to a presentation of the Shamrock Media Network. Brother Rice won all three of these matchups between the two teams last year, but Catholic Central recently hired Coach Torrey Jackson, who has them out to a 5-2 start as we take a look at tonight's team comparison.
You take a look, obviously, Brother Rice coming in 8-0 on the season, number 3 in the state, and I mean, high-powered offense. They're scoring 71. The Shamrocks on the other end averaging 64 a game. As you mentioned, they come in 5-2 and ranked 22nd in the state. Both teams had really good defenses on the season, holding their opponents below 50 points per game.
Yeah, and both teams obviously those stout CHSL defenses. Goosepoop's most recent defensive report out of all teams throughout the 4 divisions has Catholic Central listed as the #1 defensive team in the state. Obviously, both teams high-powered offenses and very good defenses, but I think one of the things you're going to have to key in on tonight is the height of Brother Rice. Not a offensive starter under 6'2", including 3 players taller than 6'7", so it should be a very interesting matchup tonight. Brother Rice still looking for that first loss. Just about 2 minutes away here from tip-off. Don't go anywhere. CHSL action coming up next on the Shamrock Media Network. All right, we take a look at Brother Rice's starting lineup. They'll be wearing the orange tonight. Elijah Williams, Luke Solkowski, Trevor Smith. Trevor Smith, number 22, incorrect on that graphic. Warren Marshall, obviously one of the most dynamic players in the state. And then David Williams, who had the Brother Rice assist record in one of the first games of the season this year. He's a threat every night to score and pass the rock.
I mean, they're a top 5 team in the state for a reason. This is going to be a matchup tonight.
All right, Catholic Central employing the same starting lineup as usual. Amene and Swardini, the guards in the backcourt. Devin Lee, TJ Nadu, and Sadiq round up the front court. Some notable roster changes for the Shamrocks. Jack Bolin in crutches. He will not play tonight. And then they also add transfer Jack Janda from St. Mary's and Skylar Hunter from De La Salle, who's actually a retransfer, played football here for a few years. And Brother Rice wins the tip, David Williams. Brother Rice scoring a lot of points this year, just under 80 points a game. That's Williams out contested by Swardini.
It's gonna be interesting how the Shamrocks match up with the height of Brother Rice. As you mentioned, they have 3 players of at least 6'7". There's no one on the Shamrocks roster at that height.
Yeah, well, it's important that you see Nadu as the miss from Trevor Smith early. He's the tallest Warrior at 6'8". Student section is jam-packed tonight.
And that's a big physical rebound there from Devin Lee.
Nadu off the screen, can't find anything. Amene with Marshall working on him. It's going to be really interesting to see these matchups. Obviously, all these players are college-level players, but Amene and Marshall and Nadu versus Elijah Williams. Swardini working off the screen. Shamrocks trying to find some open space. Amene contested, great defensive possession from the Warriors to open the game.
The Shamrocks have not found any lanes to drive to the basket so far.
Swardini drives in, tries to find a backdoor feed. Amene driving in the paint, going up, and over top of Marshall. Gets the first bucket of the game, and Catholic Central out to a 2-0 lead.
That possession might have been an example of why Michigan High School needs the shot clock, as Luke Solkowski knocks down the triple.
Got a nice little bounce from the rim. Amene's got Smith working on him. Hesitates. Swardini with it. Amene. Just trying to feel out this defense in the early going. Swardini from NBA range. No good. Pinball's out to Trevor Smith on the rebound. Marshall running the floor. Goes up over top and can't get the roll. Rebound is to TJ Nadu, and the outlet pass to Amene. Wants to run it, but then backs out.
And so far, I mean, the Shamrocks have dominated time of possession in this first 2.5 minutes. But
Amene gonna try a tray. He got it from downtown. Amene with the Shamrocks' first 5 of the game.
yeah, quick 5 from him, 2 for 2 to start this one, and they're gonna need him to have a big game.
Williams contested, and he walked. I don't think I've seen a student section at this full force since maybe ever. I mean, you could put De La Salle in 2021 up there, but
It's been at least 2 years.
and it's Amene on the isolation. Kicks out to Swardini driving in the paint. Open lane, Sadiq fumbles the pass, and it's recovered by Solkowski. The Warriors going the other way. Marshall tries a triple. No good, but there's Elijah Williams down low, and he will head to the line for the first time tonight. Obviously the son of new Detroit Pistons head coach Monty Williams. What a night the Pistons had last night. And Williams can't connect. Wonder how many times he hears that year. So the new head coach signing a 6-year deal as Williams knocks down the second one. Well, both teams kind of a slow offensive start. Both teams really feeling out the other team on the offensive end. Lee tries a 3. No good. Rebound to Smith. He's working hard down low early on. Brother Rice running the court. Good defense. Nadeau, and somehow Williams gets that call. And
Shamrocks in this one started 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Not the same start we saw against De La Salle, where they were making everything from 3-point range. Elijah Williams will attempt his 3rd free throw of the game.
knocks down that one. 2 for 3 on the night for Williams. And knocks down that one. 3 quick points for Elijah Williams tonight. Rice leading 6-5 here at the Bernie. Amene driving in the paint, kicks out, corner 3, Swardini. In and out, no good, and a rebound is Solkowski. The other way the Warriors go. And an offensive foul. Nadeau took a hit from the big man, Smith. It's the second foul of the game. Excuse me, first foul of the game for the Warriors. And so we see our first sub of the game. It's the Notre Dame baseball commit, Chase Vandermeed, and he's no stranger to height, 6'6". Halfway through this first quarter. Swardini with it. Shamrock's trying to run that 5 out. Comes the high screen from Sadiq. Amene gets the mismatch, drives in the lane, up with the right, no good. Vandermeed comes in off the bench and grabs a board. And now David Williams.
On the other end, Uchenna's been getting to the basket whenever he wants. They'll draw the foul call there on Vandermeed for the second Warriors foul call.
Not what Coach Rick Palmer wants to see early. He has infinite big men on the bench. Lee tries a 3. In. Rattled around before finding the bottom of the net. And Catholic Central has their second 3 of the game.
You mentioned how good these teams were on defense, and we've seen it so far in this one.
Good screen and roll, but too hot to handle, and Swardini was on the line. He took a hard foul, crashing into the Gatorade cart.
Say it touched him last. We'll stay with the Warriors.
Williams feeds the other Williams. Vandermeed going to work. Kick out pass to Elijah. Face up guarded by Nidu. Tight defense on the edge. Into the paint. Kick out to the corner. Too high for Warren Marshall. As the 6'5" Oakland commit could not reach that one.
Looks like Brother Rice has pressed a little bit on the offensive end so far. Besides the triple, they've not hit a field goal in this one.
Nidu tries a three, his first one of the night, and that rims out no good, but an offensive rebound. Lee with the extra effort, and now Nidu for a third time. Amene will try the mid-range shot. It's good. Uchenna Amene knocks it down, and Catholic Central has a 10-6 lead in the first.
And that's the kind of effort that Shamrocks are going to need rebounding this entire game. I mean, the disadvantage on the height across the board. But if you're hustling like that, getting the boards, it's going to be tough to stop.
Under 2 to play in the first frame. And a high screen. Marshall was contacted by Amene as we take a look at first-year head coach Torrey Jackson. Elijah Williams heads to the bench. Jeremiah Caffey Jr. forward into the game for the Warriors. As Swardini gets the steal, and it'll stay with Catholic Central here.
Maybe an iffy call. It looks like it was off Swardini, but he was definitely fouled on the other side, so maybe that shifted the call there. I'm not sure.
Amene once again contested. Now it's Devin Lee, younger brother of Derek, the IMG post-grad transfer. Lee tries a three, and he bottoms it. Devin Lee from way downtown to give the Shamrocks a 7-point lead.
Quick 6 for him to start this one.
Vandermeed into the post. Solkowski double teamed. Feed to Vandermeed, rejected by Nadu. Went up high and grabbed it. Amene tries a three ball, buries it from beyond the arc. Uchenna Amene.
This is exactly the start coach Torrey Jackson wanted for this team. 10-point lead for the Shamrocks, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And that's 11 straight Shamrock points. Cafe dishes. Feed from Williams, and off of 2, Solkowski throws it down.
Could have been a travel before the pass.
12 seconds left in the first. Amene will hold for the final shot. Sadiq with the high screen. Amene drawing a lot of contact, feeds Swardini, and he walked. And I don't know how they don't call that foul. Amene with a full body or two on him.
So a tick under 2 seconds left here. 16-8 Shamrocks. Brother Rice will get it about halfway, about 3/4 up the court here.
Marshall at the buzzer. Off the rim, no good. Catholic Central, though, making a statement in the first quarter. They lead 16-8 at the end of one, led by Uchenna Amene. Devin Lee's barrage from downtown. Back in a few seconds for the start of the second quarter. Start of the second quarter here in Novi. Catholic Central leading it 16-8 over the Warriors. Apologies for brief scoreboard issues. Working to get that resolved. As a steal here by the Warriors, coast to coast. Marshall has it stolen from him, Lee. Amene the other way. Easy lay-in for Uchenna.
Yeah, good hustle by Lee, especially after he was unable to corral the pass on the other end. Good job ripping it away from Marshall there and then firing it up the court for the easy 2 to Amene.
Stretches it back to a double-digit lead. There's only been 2 Shamrocks to score tonight. Amene with 12, Devin Lee with 6, and now Williams in the paint. No call. Nadu heads the other way. Here's Devin Lee. Corner 3, no good. Rebound to Solkowski, and that's Hamama off the bench for the Warriors. So they've gone 8 deep already.
Shamrocks haven't subbed yet.
They've had a nice rest over break. Caffey from beyond the arc drains the 3 to temporarily stop the Shamrocks run, which had reached a 13-2 margin. Nadu from 16 feet, no good.
And a lot of contact. Officials are letting them play for the most part today. There were only 4 fouls in that first quarter.
Hamama works to space the floor. Caffey just made 1 on the last possession. Here's Elijah Williams. Good matchup with Nadu tonight. They've battled back and forth, and now a travel called on Williams.
And that's really good defense there by Nadu. Was not letting Elijah Williams get any closer to the basket.
I mean, he has not budged. No fouls on Nadu yet.
Williams will head to the bench.
Yeah, outstanding. Williams has 3 points on the night, all coming at the charity stripe. Trying to feed Sadiq in the post. Swardini with Hamama on him. They get the mismatch. Nadu in the post. Amene trying to feed TJ here. Swardini guarded by Caffey. Drives in the paint. Dish to Sadiq. Perfect feed. Sadiq too strong off the glass. Caffey feeding David Williams in the corner for 3. He got it from the corner. And that will see Coach Jackson take his first time out of the game. 6 straight Warriors points off of 3s from Caffey and David Williams. And we'll take a 30-second timeout from Novi. Catholic Central leads Brother Rice by a score of 18-14 on the Shamrock Media Network. Well, it seems that Coach Jackson has really rotated his 6-mans this year between Howard, Gamje, and Junior Warner. This time it's Sam Howard, who had a game-high 17 against Riverview Gabriel Richard. Nadu in the post. Working on Solkowski, no shot, and a travel. That's been the popular call throughout the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, 4th one already. 2 on each side.
Williams working on the much taller Nadu, finds Warren and Marshall in the corner. That's 9 straight on 3 threes for the Warriors, and they've managed to bring it all the way down to a 1-point lead. Howard. With it, here's Nadu guarded by Marshall. Driving in. Hits Marshall to get the deck, and Devin Lee answers that. And through 21 Shamrock points tonight, it is just Amene and Lee to score, and another call against the Warriors. Too many dribbles on that one for Williams.
You normally see 5-6 violation calls this early in the game.
It's like watching Michigan State basketball sometimes. You see Elijah Williams move back to the check-in table. Here's Lee, gets the defender off his feet. Howard, corner three. Off the rim, no. David Williams heading the other way. Williams from the free throw line. Jumper is no good, but Sokowski muscles for the rebound. And no shot as Amene fouled him before, which is his second of the first half. So maybe something to be cautious about. Oh, Amene waving Coach Jackson off. I think Swardini will move.
The scoring leader in this one with 12 quick points.
They try to feed Elijah Williams. Maybe a little bit of contact in there. Coach Palmer must think so. Swardini working on Hamama, drives in, too strong, or maybe Hamama got a finger on that. David Williams backing down Lee. Too easy to get to the rim, but he can't finish. And Swardini comes away with it. 3:30 to play in the second quarter. Howard drives the baseline. Reverse lay is rejected by Caffey. And now Sadiq with the hustle play, but he can't corral it. It heads out of bounds. And the Warriors take possession.
So the Shamrocks had 16 in the first quarter and only 5 here in the second quarter. So Brother Rice defense has packed it in. Shamrocks have gone cold from beyond the arc.
Here's Sokowski. Feed to Caffey. He's already got 1 on the night, and Brother Rice dominating the boards as you would expect, but the turnovers have plagued them early on. Alec Ford forcing that one off the bench. And so Coach Palmer with 3:10 elects to bring the majority of that starting lineup back in. Caffey, the lone bench player on the court as of now. And Ford's 5-second shift, we'll see him end up back on the bench. Nadu down low. Howard in the corner. Quick first step, but rejected by Williams. And now David Williams in transition and an offensive foul. Devin Lee takes the charge for the Shamrocks.
A little chippy early on here. Trevor Smith got called for the charge there. That's his second. And in rivalry games like this one, you expect to get a little chippy, especially near the student section.
Nadu. Nice up and over move and a great feed to Sadiq. And he gets hit, but he can't finish anyways. 4-point lead holds for the Shamrocks.
And they've struggled at the rim. Too many layups.
Caffey, yeah, they probably left 10, 15 points. Caffey way too hard off the glass. And now the Shamrocks have numbers. Nadu thought about the feed in the corner, gives it up to Swardini. Corner 3 is good! And Coach Palmer will take a timeout, 24-17.
It looks like We have something called here.
Oh. It's like the net came undone, possibly. So no stoppage. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 24-17, the Shamrocks lead. Marshall working on Howard. Trying to do it himself. Drives in, has it taken by Swardini. Got to be the 12th turnover of the night for Brother Rice.
The way the Shamrocks defense has closed in on all the Warriors once they've driven into the key. It's been very impressive early on in this one, and it's a great way to stop a team that's got more height than you. Is not let them get to the rim.
Swardini feeding Nadeau in the paint. And gets Williams on the ground before finishing for a tough 2. And now an injury timeout as Williams will check out.
So Hamama comes in for David Williams, and he'll take the ball up.
This is a zone defense. Catholic Central boasting right now. Only 17 points in the first half, and maybe getting away with them there. Selkowski off the glass and in. It's 26-19, under a minute to play in the first half. Swardini working on Hamama. Howard, nice dribble drive, and good defense. Lee from downtown can't get it to fall. And the Warriors go the other way. 35 seconds. Marshall, pump fake. Driving in. Off the rim, no good. Lee working hard, grabs the rebound. And now Shamrocks can hold for the final shot of the first half. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Swardini guarded by Elijah Williams. Now working on Hamama. Drives in, kick out. Lee, corner 3. Off the mark, no good. 1 second. Williams from half court, not going to count. And it misses anyways. Catholic Central has a 26-19 lead at the end of the first half as they have held this overpowering Brother Rice offense to just 19 points. Back in the second half for the final half of a CHSL rivalry, but first, the Catholic Central first annual half-court shot competition by grade level.
Tommy Schultz, freshman. All right, our half-court shootout. The pot has a little over $400 to it.
All right, we have a $400 pot today. Tommy Choate for the freshman. And it is just off the mark, closer than anyone we saw last week.
Especially with no run-up.
Benny Izuka from my hometown of Canton, Michigan. Off the mark as the left guard cannot get it done. And now we have the quarterback for the Shamrock football team, Jaden Pyden. Well, he can play every position on the football field, but don't put him on the basketball court. Here's a former Shamrock basketball player, Nico Genrich, for over $400. Nothing but air.
So 0 for 8 to start the season from half court.
Can only go up from there. All right, we'll take a break. 8 minutes from the start of the second half from the Bernie and Novi. Catholic Central leading Brother Rice 26-19. McBurney is rocking only 45 points scored in the first half. A defensive contest here in Novi. Brother Rice starts with possession of the ball. Their leaders in the first half, Luke Solkowski with 7 points and 4 rebounds. And Amene led the Shamrocks with 12, including 2 3-pointers made. And now Williams.
And double dribble there. I mean, he took a dribble, pivoted, and then took another one.
All too familiar. Nadu in and out. You see Amene leading the way in the first half for the Shamrocks. Into the post, Solkowski. That's good for him. 9 points for the senior, standing 6'7". Brother Rice opens the scoring in the second half.
Nadu struggling in this one. 1 for 4 shooting, only 2 points.
Amene driving in on Marshall. Extended that elbow, got a little lucky there, but Marshall corrals the rebound, and the other way, Williams maybe too hard. Didn't give Elijah a chance to recover it.
This second half has started very similar to how the first went. A lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots, not a lot of points.
Amene gets the mismatch and is too fast for Trevor Smith. Up to 14 on the night for Amene.
Yeah, the way he drove to the basket there, his first step, reminds me of Jaden Ivey for the Pistons in his second year. How explosive he is off that first dribble as Solkowski can't get it to go.
He had Lee crawling on his back though. So it's Amene. Brother Rice pivoting to his own defense here. Williams has recently added a bandage to his face, and Nadu ties up Marshall, but before that we have a timeout called by Coach Palmer. His first timeout taken tonight.
And we'll see, because the refs are disagreeing a bit on this. They're going to go with timeout before the jump ball. So it looks like it'll be Brother Rice possession under their basket.
Football score of 28-21 midway through the third quarter. Of course, Catholic Central owns that rivalry as well, winning 8 straight. Brother Rice will retain possession coming out of the timeout from Palmer. One thing you haven't seen a lot of is backcourt pressure. Both teams have really allowed the other to bring the ball up freely. It's just been in the half court. Williams gets Amene off his feet. Good adjustment, and Williams throws it out of bounds. It was tipped, though. Seven-point lead for the Shamrocks in the third. Into Solkowski, meets a wall and Sadiq. Here's David Williams driving into 2 defenders and gets the contact and the foul. Williams will head to the line.
You mentioned not a lot of fouls. There's the first one of the third quarter. Only 2 people in foul trouble in this one are Uchenna with 2 for the Shamrocks, and then Trevor Smith with 2 for Brother Rice. As Williams is way short on the first one.
Only 3 points for Williams tonight to go with 3 rebounds and an assist. Knocks down the second, splits the pair. And now we see that backcourt pressure. Amene held it. Lee kicks it to Swardini. And now the fast break game for Swardini. A lot of contact. Marshall and Hamama chasing Swardini. They call it on Hamama. Six-point lead for the Shamrocks. Amene driving in, tries to put it up over top of Hamama, gets his own miss. Can't finish. And now Hamama the other way. Clearing space, Solkowski left wide open for three, but he can't connect. And Amene grabs the rebound. Swardini working now. Could feed Amene, touch pass. Straight to the chest, and Sadiq has his first points of the night. But the other end, Hamama for three, splash from the corner. Nadeau. Guarded closely by Williams. Here's Lee. Up over top, pivot shot is good. Devin Lee continuing to grow into himself. Double-digit points for the junior. And Nadeau with a foul on Solkowski, they'll call it on Sadiq instead. Both teams really settling into the three ball today. Brother Rice 5 for 8 from downtown, and Catholic Central with 6 of 15 makes. It's good for 33 of the 57 points coming from beyond the arc.
Yeah, both teams.
Take a look at Coach Rick Palmer, who enters his 6th season with the Warriors, was an assistant at Detroit Country Day, coached some AAU ball.
Really good job there by Swardini to steal that one off the inbound.
Amene, patient, feeds Nadeau. Not a shot he doesn't like. Passes that one up, though, and goes off the glass instead. Through the contact by Caffey.
It's a physical two there from Nadeau. Hasn't gotten it going from beyond the arc, but he's 2 for 3 in the paint.
And this time, Williams gets some help. Solkowski with the tip in on the rebound. And the Shamrocks run the floor. Amene knifing through the defense, finds Lee for three. Off guard, no good.
Might have been a hook there by Solkowski when Sadiq was trying to get the rebound.
And now nifty footwork. And the finish in the paint for David Williams. The junior guard who holds the Brother Rice single game assist record. Nadeau spins off of Solkowski. Working on him. Tries to go and strong plant foot. Nadeau working hard to the paint. 7-point lead for Catholic Central. 3 minutes to play in this third quarter.
And a little more offense here in the last couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Both teams have scored on their last couple possessions.
Just about to say, Brother Rice has gotten away from the turnovers that plagued them in the first half, and now a breakdown defensively as Hamama goes untouched to the rim.
Can't let that happen.
Amene. Around, and a foul called here on Jeremiah Caffey. Part of the reason you haven't seen nearly as many free throws this year is the elimination of the bonus and double bonus. It's now 5 fouls per quarter.
Shamrocks haven't taken one all game.
We'll get you the double penalty. Yeah, you're correct. 6 free throws for the Warriors, none for Catholic Central. Howard checks in off the bench. Nadeau tosses Vandermeed. Spin move! And the foul for TJ Nadeau. That's a tough bucket for the senior.
Let's take a look at the replay there. What a spin move by TJ Nadeau. And he'll go to the line for the first Shamrock free throw of the night.
Spoke it right into existence. The big fellow flexes on him, gives the Shamrocks a 7-point lead.
Nadu with 7 points in this third quarter.
9 on the night for Nadu. 39-31. And now, here's Williams. Howard stood still in the paint. Marshall flying in, and he connects. Warren Marshall having a solid night.
The way Brother Rice is shooting the ball, you do not want to give them any second chances when they are missing, especially this third quarter. They've been pretty efficient.
Now the steal at the other end. The other way for Jacob Lamb, and layup rims out. Lee driving Amene, thought about the three, instead drives in, no foul at the bucket. So now Lamb the other way, running the floor. Marshall can't pick it up. Glides in for the bucket and the foul for the Warriors.
I'm not sure where the foul call was on the Amene drive, but that was definitely one on Marshall's finger roll. Coach Jackson will take a timeout here.
One of the most clutch players in the state, Warren Marshall, had a huge buzzer-beating three last year to defeat De La Salle, put him on the radar. And now he's headed to Oakland to play basketball. As you take a look at the first-year head coach, Torrey Jackson, what a story for him. 23-2 last year at Grand Blanc, 24-2. In his lone year as the head coach over there, plays some college ball at Notre Dame. And now has the Shamrocks out to a 5-2 start, including wins over the likes of Riverview, Gabriel Richard. You had the win over Lansing Waverly here. Tough loss to De La Salle, of course, to open CHSL play, but they'll get them again in Warren later this year.
Then the other loss came early in the season on the road to a very good Dearborn team. But the Shamrock team has shown they can score it at times, but other times they've gone very cold, especially when they're not shooting well from beyond the arc. But one thing that's been a constant is their defense.
Not too many teams that can hold Brother Rice to 35 points through three quarters. I mean, Brother Rice had 19 in the first half, and they've somewhat gotten hotter here with 16 in the third. And Marshall heads to the line to complete the three-point play. Music tonight brought to you by John Brady. Marshall connects on the free throw. Brother Rice is up to 5 for 7 from the charity stripe tonight. And they employ a backcourt pressure. Amene over the timeline. Lee feeding. That's Lamb getting valuable minutes off the bench on Swardini. Nadu freed. Gets the defender off his feet. Howard tries a triple. In and out, no good. Vandermeed with the rebound. Brother Rice can tie the game on this possession. Williams. Lamb, corner three. Way long. But a rebound can't go from Trevor Smith. Nadu can't pull it down, and Lamb repossesses it. Both teams need to just calm down here.
Yeah, Brother Rice is going to get a third shot opportunity on this possession. Now what you're looking for the Shamrock defense.
Williams penetrates into the paint, and it's stolen by Swardini, who got a hand on it. He wants to run the floor. And Coach Jackson will tell him to back out. Catholic Central will hold for the final shot yet again. 39-36. Swardini, under 10 to play in the third quarter. Gets the screen, doubled at the logo. Works through it and throws it away. Was there a finger from Brother Rice on it? There was not. Costly turnover there. Gives Brother Rice a chance to heave from full court with 2 seconds left.
Sadiq will check in for Sam Howard. And it's only been 6 Shamrocks that Torrey Jackson has used in this one.
Well, if you count Ford's 5-second shift where he generated the turnover. 2 seconds. Shamrock send backcourt pressure. Marshall off the inbound. He's hit from here before. Works through it. Heaves it up from half court. That's no good.
through 3. Really tight defensive contest here. Shamrocks up 39-36.
Might be another game where it comes down to the last shot. Catholic Central 39, Brother Rice 36 on the Shamrock Media Network. Don't go anywhere. Final 8 minutes of the most storied rivalry in the state of Michigan coming up next. Catholic Central to start the 4th. It's Devin Lee. Mid-range, that's a nice start to the 4th for the Shamrocks. Devin Lee up to 13 on the night. Marshall sets from the corner. Can't hit it, but Catholic Central struggling to get the rebounds on the defensive side right now.
You can tell they were hustling a lot more in the first half, but against a team that's taller than you, I mean, at all 5 positions, it's tough to keep that same energy
and a
up.
block by Nadu, got up tall.
It's the second one of the night.
Got that one down. Nadu having a nice night on multiple facets of this game. Nadu working on Williams. Somehow puts it past him, and Nadu does it at one end and does it at the other.
All of a sudden, it's a 7-point lead once again for the Shamrocks. Feels like it's been that since midway through the second quarter.
Marshall wants the ball in his hands, drives in, reverse layup is no good. Elijah Williams on the rebound. Nadu called for the foul down low.
It's his second. Again, nobody really in foul trouble for either team. So Amena had to sit the last half of that second quarter with 2, and he hasn't picked up any more since then.
Williams knocks down the first. And in and out on the second one. Nadu will grab the rebound, and that could only be possible through the CC Swim and Dive team. So 6-point lead holds with 6 to play. Amene finds some opening. Solkowski, hard rejection. Amene took a hard fall. This is only going to get tighter as the game goes on. Nadu in the corner. Amene up top.
Under 6 to play in this fourth quarter.
Last top 5 win for the Shamrocks came at home against De La Salle in 2021. Amene. Kicks to Nadu. Nadu sets, fires, buries from downtown. Nadu with a huge three.
And he has 14 after going into the break with 2.
What is that, 12 in the second half?
14 minus 2 is 12.
Williams working hard, can't get the roll. Nadu now plagued with foul trouble here, as he'll pick up his third.
Elijah Williams with his 4th trip to the line.
Knocks home the first, 5 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. And he leads the Warriors with 11 points on the night.
Vandermeer checks in for Caffey.
Knocks home the second as well. Completes the pair, 12 points for Williams. Nadu, cross-court pass to Sadiq, give and go, Amene to the rack. And the finger roll is good. Catholic Central still holding the 9-point lead. Marshall steps into one, off the mark, and over the backboard, no good. It's panic time for Brother Rice. Amene works out of the backcourt trap. Swardini now double teamed. Nadu chase from behind. Careless pass. Marshall slam dunk at the other end. Coach Jackson, frustrated at that effort, calls a timeout. And we will take a timeout as well. 48-41, 4:38 to play in the fourth quarter. Catholic Central looking to close out against the top 5 Brother Rice team on the Shamrock Media Network. Coach Palmer pulling for full court back pressure here. Hail Mary pass for Amene. You'd think it's the final minute of the game. Coast to coast, tough bucket. Amene continues his surge, 18 points on the night. Brother Rice moving very quickly here. Oh.
Looked like he let go of that ball for a second.
Williams tries to feed it down low. There's nothing there, and Amene with the steal. And he is hacked hard by Williams at the other end.
To point out, TJ Nadu, 14 points, obviously 12 points in the second half, but his defense on Elijah Williams has been superb. Williams has yet to convert from the field, 6 points all from the free throw line.
Nadu. About halfway through this fourth quarter, 9-point lead, double team has come multiple times here as another careless pass cross court. Williams will go up top this time, and he'll take the easy 2 off the glass.
That's 4 free points to Brother Rice because Lackluster passing.
He's up to 8 on the night. Bounce pass, Lee. Nadeau sets, fires, off the mark, and now Brother Rice is forcing some quick shots. Elijah Williams tries to go up top, and he draws the foul. Nearly had a poster slam there. Had the whole Brother Rice section on their feet.
It's the third for Amene. Shouldn't be too much of a problem this late, but could impact them later on as Williams knocks down his 7th free throw of the night on 9 tries.
And again converts the pair. And a bad inbounds pass here. Elijah Williams fouled. That's going to be on Nadeau, and that's his 4th. And that's. Do you need to risk it? I think Brother Rice trailed by 9 moments ago, and now.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't call a loose ball foul on Vandermeed there. As Uchenna was chasing the ball, he got pushed from the back. But Nadeau, costly 4th foul for him there.
And he'll have to head to the bench here. He doesn't even know. Sam Howard getting asked to play some valuable minutes, the 6th man of this Shamrock team.
Elijah Williams with the chance to cut the lead to 3 here.
And he does just that. Williams 10 for 12 from the line tonight.
Nadeau's going to check back in for Sadiq now.
He's playing with 4. I have no doubt that Coach Palmer will identify that, and they're going to go right at him. And now here we go. And that's what we were looking for.
The mama.
Yeah, he's getting a little too handsy there on Amene. It's also worth noting Catholic Central has 4 team fouls in this 4th quarter, so any foul from here on out will be 2 free throws for the Warriors. Amene trapped. Tries to work out of it and does. 3-on-2. Lee. Nadeau. Patient, kicks it out. Swardini swarmed. It's going to be like this for most of the rest of this one. It's a breath of fresh air as Amene can't breathe. Amene works through the screen. Steps into the paint, kicks out. Lee will try a triple, and he buries it from the top. Clutch bucket for Devin Lee to stop the bleeding in Novi. 3:03 to play in the 4th quarter. A timeout on the floor for the Warriors. Catholic Central 3 minutes away from a huge victory here at the Bernie. 53-47. Back in a few moments. You're listening to the Shamrock Media Network. So Nadeau stays out there after the timeout, and he's on Elijah Williams, who has been Brother Rice's most dynamic scorer. They go right at him here. Good footwork by Nadeau to force the miss. Got to be careful here. Solkowski, maybe some contact, no call, and now they're going to call it on Williams. Amene with a huge rebound to gain possession. That's the 3rd foul on Brother Rice in the 4th quarter.
Howard will check in for Sadiq. Looks like a little bit of offense, defense. I'm just kind of surprised that Coach Jackson is keeping Nadeau in on the defensive end. Especially with still almost 3 minutes left.
Lee finds Swardini off the inbound. Ooh.
And that's the 4th foul for Brother Rice.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of free throws in a very long last 2:45 of this one. Swardini brings it up over the timeline, and they navigate the trap very smoothly there. Mene dives down a minute. Excuse me. Vandermeer dives down a minute. Pulls it back. And now a trap. Feeds him. Howard's wide open in the paint, but Nadu can't get it from him. Lee again. No good. 2:19 to play. Williams grabs the rebound. 53-47. Got to be very selective on their possessions. David Williams hard off the glass. And the foul.
It'll be on Devin Lee. That's his 3rd. And David Williams will take a free throw to cut the lead to 3. 2:09 to play. And back to that last Shamrocks possession. If they just had been able to get it to Howard wide open at the block.
And Williams can't convert, so it stays 53-49. Lee feeding Nadu. Gets the defender off his feet. And I think they're going to give him the shot as well, so Nadu will head to the line.
Either way, it's going to be 2 free throws for both teams here on out.
True. Solkowski a little shaken up there, and you hate to see him land on the shoulder of Nadu that has only just recently healed.
Nadu will go to the line.
Oh. First one clinks out from Nadu. He's been the only Shamrock to attempt free throws tonight. 1 for 3. Nadu. Oh, misses the next, but he gets his own miss. And,
I don't know about that one. Didn't even look like he took a step.
Yeah, they'll call he stepped through it, and Brother Rice wants to get right to work. Marshall bringing it up for the Warriors. They've got 4 timeouts remaining. Marshall feeding Williams. Williams wants to work on Nadu and drives in, and errant shot at another second possession. Marshall going to work. Nifty reverse layup, and we have a 2-point game. Coach Palmer wants a timeout. He likes where he stands right now. Brother Rice trailed by 9 at the early parts of this 4th quarter, and it's all the way down to 2. 53-51. Catholic Central clings to their lead here in the 4th on the Shamrock Media Network.
Shamrocks have had a little bit of trouble bringing the ball up with this full court pressure in the last couple of minutes, so we'll see what they're able to do this time around. Sadiq will stay on the bench. Sam Howard's still in the game.
Lee has been the inbounder in these situations all year. Mene receives the feed, and the Shamrocks with a nice break of the press. Got to be careful on this end, though. Howard steps through some contact. Finds Swardini, overthrow him. Right to the PA announcer, Mr. Shannon. And this is what the Warriors have been waiting for. This backcourt pressure. Coach Rick Palmer has done a tremendous job tonight.
It's tough because they broke the press that time, able to get it across half court, and just Howard was unable to find one of the two guards.
That's only been half of it tonight. You've got to maintain possession as well. Coach Palmer wants a timeout. He's going to draw up a play to try and even this game.
It's like it could have been a travel there on David Williams up top. See what the Warriors do, trying to even this one out or potentially take the lead.
Final minute of this CHSL rivalry. David Williams gliding into the paint. Put back and a foul. That's going to be on Sadiq.
Just got him on the arm, didn't need to do that.
It's tough playing up.
His third as well.
This is almost every matchup out there is a mismatch when you've got guys 6'7", 6'8". It's
tough because the Shamrocks now have 4 people with at least 3 fouls on the court right now.
Solkowski makes it a 1-point game. Catholic Central led by as much as 12.
They were up 9 in this fourth quarter.
Solkowski's second is good. It's a tie game. 53 all, 59 seconds to play. Lee into Amene. Tries to work through a double team, has his pocket picked. Gathered in, a lot of contact on the floor. Amene wrestles away. Williams comes in on top to tie it up. Coach Jackson irritated. There's no foul call there, and I can't blame him.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't give him his timeout. It looked like there was a point at which that ball was firmly in Shamrock possession. But they did not give Coach Jackson the timeout. It'll be Brother Rice possession.
Going inbound here, 50 seconds. Williams, Marshall. Amene pressures. Marshall working to the rim. In the paint, no good though. It's Sadiq, brings down the miss. And now the Shamrocks will go the other way. 30 seconds left. Coach Jackson calls a timeout with 28.6 seconds, and now Catholic Central with some breathing room, and they somewhat find themselves on the opposite side of what happened in December.
They really want to hope for the last shot here. You do not want to put the ball
with 12. Elijah and David Williams each with 10. 28 seconds left in the game. It's Emene taking a full trip around the moon. Double team comes up high. Got to be careful with the ball. It's plagued them here in the fourth. Swardini holds it. 16 seconds. Holding for the last shot. Emene has the ball. 10 seconds to play. Lee, high screen. Emene drives in the paint. Reverse layup is good. Emene! And the birdie goes nuts. 2 seconds left. Marshall over the timeline. Heaves it up for the win. And it's no good! And the Shamrocks have won it. They defeat number 3 Brother Rice as the student section parades on the court. An unbelievable scene here in Michigan as they knock off the undefeated Brother Rice Warriors. What a performance and what a game! Catholic Central with a huge upset victory over number 3 ranked undefeated Brother Rice on the home court. It was Uchenna Emene delivering the final blow. What can you say? How does it feel to be on the other side of what happened to you just a month earlier? This time it's Emene delivering the clutch shot.
You saw Warren Marshall got up the court quick there. Was able to get a pretty good look and it
gave
just
you a little heart attack there.
Off the backboard and just didn't get the roll there. And the Shamrocks.
That's a statement win. Coach Jackson has his first Catholic League win under his belt, and it could not have happened in a more stunning fashion. Two games in league play so far, and 2 games that have come down to the very last possession. You knew it was going to be the case. In 2021, when these 2 teams played each other 3 times, all 3 games were decided by a score of 5 or less. Last year was exactly the opposite. Brother Rice managed 15-point or more wins in all 3, and this year it's Catholic Central starting the rivalry off right, and it's Coach Torrey Jackson getting the win. Uchenna Emene led all scorers in the game with 20 points, and Catholic Central moves to 6-2 on the year. Brother Rice to 8-1, and what a scene in Novi as the stands file onto the court. That's about all from us in Novi on this beautiful Thursday night. Up in the booth, it's Josh Rothard alongside partner Lucas Drache, Danny Moore, our statistician for tonight, Stuart Cameron on the main camera, Cal Pretty down low, Tyler Stewart and Hayden Salka combining for the stream. Want to thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. So long from Shamrock Media. We'll see you in a few weeks for a showdown with Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Be safe, everyone, and have a good night.